Next up, according to the latest crop progress report, harvest in Nebraska is currently at 10% for both corn and soybeans. But before you begin storing this year's crop, there are some precautions to take so the grain stays in good condition. And one way the grain quality can be compromised is with an insect infestation. Nebraska Extension's Ron Seymour says there are some things you can be doing right now.
The most important thing for farmers to be doing, particularly now, is to make sure those grain bins are clean. And never put new grain on top of old grain. And it's really important to do a thorough job of cleaning so that you make sure and get underneath the floor, the drying portions, anything that's delivering grain, get that cleaned out as best you can.
And that means, in addition to a shovel and broom, using a vacuum. Even tiny particles could house insect eggs or mold spores and could jeopardize new grain coming in. Once the bin is clean, it's time for the next step.
And then you want to follow that up with an insecticide application. And something like Tempo or deltamethrin, those different types of products. You do a coarse spray on there so that you get a good coverage of the sides of the bins, underneath the floor, underneath the aeration components, and get that all taken care of.
Ron also suggests keeping the bin at a proper temperature and following certain rules if you'll be storing the grain for a longer period of time.
If you're going to store that grain for more than 6 months, I would put a protectant in it, also an insecticide protectant. And that way it'll keep it in good condition through that longer period of time that you're storing. And then once you get it in the bin, getting it cool as soon as possible, because insects really don't grow and develop very well in temperatures below 50 degrees. And so if we can get it dry and cool right away, then our risks of having an insect pest problem are significantly reduced.
We've included more resources for preparing bins for harvest on the Market Journal website.